It's Monday night. I've got my savings challenge books, I've got my games, got my dice, and I've got the money. It's time for Ready Budget Game. Welcome back to Ready Budget Go. My name is Drew, and on this channel we talk about cash budgeting, saving money, and achieving our financial goals. If that sounds like something you're interested in, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, and leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Today is Monday, so it's game night, and I'm going to do what I always do, which is to start with Millennial Loteria, then I'm going to move on to the Savings Challenge books, and then we'll use the randomizer or the 12-sided die to play some other games. So I'm going to move all of this other stuff out of the way for the moment. I hope everyone had a good weekend and that your Monday went well. Okay, so Millennial Loteria, this is a game where it's like bingo. If you've ever played Loteria before, which is the Spanish version, it is a row of 4, up and down, diagonally, or horizontally. And I use cards, or it comes with cards, and so I'm going to shuffle these up. Of course, because this is the Millennial Edition, it is a little bit more irreverent than just your standard edition. So it's humorous. Some of them are a little racy, some of them are spot on, but at any rate, oh, that was a terrible shuffle. And it comes with these paper markers or cardboard markers, and they've got the Bitcoin symbol on them. It's pretty funny. So the first time I did this, I got a lot of really positive feedback. So I've decided that I'm going to do this every single week. So got those all shuffled up. We'll cut the deck and we'll start dealing. So I keep dealing cards until I get a row of 4, a loteria, and then I save $1 for every marker that's on the board. So let's see what we've got here. We've got La Karen, and I don't see her. Okay. We've got El Non-GMO, and we've got that. That's right here. Next is El Sushi. Don't have that. El Tattoo. Yep, we've got that. It's right down here. El Safe Space. Yes, right over here. La Succulent. Nope, not this card. Oops. El Gluten, and we don't have that. La Selfie. Nope. El Podcast. No. La Flower Crown. Yes, we've got that. It's right here. 2 in a row now again. El Coachella. Nope. El Twitter. No. El Man Bun. Yes. So now El Bird will give us a loteria. El Web Design. No. El Makeup Tutorial. Nope. El Healing Crystal. Yes, we've got that one. So now La Thigh Gap will also give us a loteria. La Hashtag. No. El DJ. No. El Gender Reveal. No. El Drone. No. La Notificación. No. El Troll. Nope. Goodness. El Prime. No. El Pride. Yes. So now El Participation Trophy will give us a loteria down here at the bottom. El Piercing. Yes, we've got that. So now here El Global Warming will give us a loteria. We've got Last Bitcoins. Nope, don't have that on the card. La Thigh Gap, finally. Okay, that took quite a lot of cards, but we got a loteria. So we've got the 4 here, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, for a total of $9. So I am going to set these to the side, clear off the card, and I will put $9 into the loteria envelope, which is down here at number 12, I believe. 10, 12, yep. Okay, and if I've got a 1 in here, I'll take that out. I don't. Okay. 5, 7, and 9. Move that up a little bit more. Okay. We move these out of the way. And we'll bring in our Savings Challenge books and the Dice Tower. So with the Savings Challenge books, there are two of them. The first one is Zodiac, Save with the Stars. And in this one, I roll a d12 to determine which sign we go to. So let's see here. Put that back. We'll just open it to the first page, and then we'll roll the die here. Okay, we've got number 9. Number 9 is Sagittarius, I believe. Yep. So now there's 3 different sections here. There is the scratch-offs on the left. There is color and save here on the right. So I do this as 1, 2, and 3. So these, if I roll, so I'm going to roll these 6 dice. This is 1 and 4, 2 and 5, 3 and 6. If I roll over here, then I will roll a die to determine how much I save. If I roll over here, I'll do a scratch. So we'll set this aside, roll a d6. And we got number 2, which is up here. So this one is going to be a d6 save. Rather, a d8 save, sorry. So I'm going to write that in so I don't forget. And I should write this in on all of the pages, but I haven't done that yet. So up here we're at d8. And over here we're at d12. So I'm going to leave that pen out. Let me grab a d8 here. It's going to take me just a moment. Of course, I didn't get prepared with my, dice, so I'll have to find one. And I've got quite a few dice. I think most people do, but I seem to be building up quite a collection. And this is the first one that I found, so we'll just use this one. Okay. So that's all set. We'll roll this, and we've got a 6, so we're going to save $6. I'm going to mark this in. So I don't know how much total this is going to save, and that's okay. That's part of the fun, I think. You could also make this a fixed amount, or roll a different dice denomination. But I am going to do $6, and I'll put that into the Zodiac. Now, if you've watched my Budget With Me video, which I just published the other day, then you'll know that I'm increasing the amounts for next month. So what I will probably end up doing is moving the books to their own video, and then I'll have other games brought in for game night, and I'll split up the amounts. But that's coming in February. For now, I'm only doing one on this book and one on General Greenback and the Frugality Force per week. So we'll move in General Greenback. And this one, I am going through it sequentially. So we're on the first page. This is Team Up, where you're teaming up with our hero, General Greenback. And I am going to roll a d12, even though some of these I've already scratched, and we'll see which one comes up. 1. Okay, easy enough. So now I just need my quarter to scratch it, because that is my preferred tool for scratching. And it's $9 into General Greenback this week. So just make sure there's not a 1 there. I don't think there is. Nope, it's $9. All right, so $9 back to the binder. Move over to General Greenback. If there's a 1 in here, I'll take it out and put in a... Nope, there's a 2. Okay, so I'm going to take the 2 out, and I'll put in 11. Because 9 plus 2 is 11. So that gets that 10 out of there. Okay, and I will come back after the video and consolidate. But now, since those are done, I am going to move the books to the side. I'll bring out the, well, we've already got the D12, and we'll start randomizing for the rest of the savings challenges. All right, so it's time to roll again and see where we go in the book. I'm not doing any number 12 because that was Millennial Loteria. We do that every week. But otherwise, 1 through 11, we'll play whatever it comes up as. Okay, and we landed on number 1. And number 1 is, I believe, the 12 face cards. And it is. So this is a scratch-off game. This is available in my Etsy shop, along with the 2 Savings Challenge books. And this one, there is a different card for every face card in the deck, and these are all scratch-off challenges. The back tells you a little bit about who that person on the face card represents. So we'll set these over here, and I'll bring out the deck of cards, and I will shuffle them up. And this, I just keep dealing until I get to one of the face cards, and then I roll a die to see which one gets scratched. So I'm just going to shuffle a few times here. Just a real quick one. Nothing too fancy. Okay, and we'll cut it, and we'll start dealing, and we'll see what we get. Oh, Jack of Spades right off the bat, and that's the first one in the deck, or the first one in the series, because they're also numbered here at the bottom. So if you wanted to roll a d12 to figure out which one you were going to do, you could do that as well. So we've got the Jack of Spades, and we'll bring out the d12 again to see which one we scratch. Number 11. So number 11 is going to be right here. Get out my little scratcher. And we have $7. So $7 is going to be going into this challenge. I'll set these over here. They may be coming back. It depends on whether we roll that number again. Let's see what we've got in here. We've got 12, so it's going to have to be a 5 and a deuce. $7. Okay. And we'll keep going. And just real quick, the reason why I use prop money is because I keep the real money in the bank to earn interest, but at the same time, I'm working towards some really big goals. So I want to make sure that I do the games to keep it fun, because saving can be kind of a drag. This way, it's at least, okay, even though I'm saving money, I'm doing something fun to take the place of the other fun things that money would have paid for if I weren't putting it toward my savings goals. So let's bring the dice tower back out, and we're going to number 1 again. So we're right back to the cards, and I will bring back the scratchers, bring back the deck of cards. I'm only going to shuffle them once this time. And we'll cut, and we'll see where we go. No face cards yet. There we go, the King of Clubs. So funnily enough, the King of Clubs is the last one in the deck. That's number 12. So we'll go to the King of Clubs, and we'll bring out the die. Oops, my tower nearly fell. And number 10. So number 10 is down here in the bottom left corner. And it's $7 again. Okay. So I will put that aside. We'll go back to number 1 in here. And let's see what we've got. So 10, 14 plus 7 will be 21. So I'm going to put all of this back. Take 2 10s and a 1. So sometimes it pays to consolidate as you go. All right, so those go in, and we'll go back to the D12, and we'll see where we go next. Number 2. Okay, so not far past number 1. Number 2 is left, center, right. All right, so this game, I've explained it a couple times because I've played it every week, but just because I do this differently from how you may have seen it if you've played it, what I do is I dump out all of the tokens, and I start by giving myself 3 of them, and the rest I put into kind of a bone pile over here. So 3 tokens, and then what I do is I take these dice, move the D12 out, I take these dice and I roll them to determine which pile these go into. If they come up with a circle, I take another one from the bone pile. Otherwise, it's right, left, and center is the star. So I'm going to roll all 3, and we'll see how we go. If I run out of chips here, then the game is over. Also, if I get 10 in any pile, the game's over, and I just save the $10. So let's see how we go. All right, so I've got 1 to the right, 1 to the center, and then I take 1 from the bone pile. So already I've only got 2 left. And I get 3 more. We'll roll them again. And I get 3 more. So chances are it's looking like this is going to be one of those where I max out at 10 the way it's going. All right, so 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and 1 from the bone pile. Go. 2 from the bone pile, and 1 to the right. Okay. Oops, make sure these stay where they're supposed to be. I changed my setup a little bit this week to keep the to keep the camera more stable, and I'm getting used to the new setup. So 2 to the left, 1 from the bone pile. 1 to the left, 2 from the bone pile. There's 2. 2 from the bone pile, and 1 to the right. 1 to the right, 2 from the bone pile. 1 from the bone pile, 1 to the left, 1 to the center. 2 from the bone pile, and 1 to the left. So it's looking like I'm going to clear out the bone pile. Yep, so out from the bone pile and to the left. Chances are I'm going to be saving $10 here. That's probably what it's looking like. 1 to the left. All bone pile. 2 to the right, and 1 to the center. 1 to the right. 2 to the center. 1 to the center. 1 to the center, and 1 to the right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save whatever pile has the most. So 3, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So $9 going into left, center, right. So that one took a while to play just because I kept rolling the bone piles. The first time that I played this, I think I ended up saving like $4. I mean, it was over really quick. But I've also had times where I've gone to, like this one, getting all of the tokens out. So we'll put these away. This game might be coming back if we roll number 2 again. But let's go to number 2, and we'll put in the $9, and then we'll get out the D12, and we'll keep going. So I don't know if there's a 1 in here. Nope. So 5, 7, 9. I always try to guess which denominations I'm going to need because I have, quite a bit of the play currency. And it seems like I always guess wrong. So, all right, D12. Where to next? Number 10. And I don't remember what number 10 is. I think that might be the sorry dice. Yes, it is. Okay, so this one, it's another game that I've repurposed, and I will bring those out. So each token here is worth $1, and there's 4 different colors. There's also 3 dice. So while I'm setting this up, I'll go over the rules. So you roll the 3 dice, and then you remove tokens from play based on what comes up. So each of these has one of the colors on it. Some of them have the slide, some have sorry, and some have the rainbow. So when those come up, it is a different situation. So when a rainbow comes up, you get to remove 1 token of every color. When the slide comes up, you restore a remove token, one that's already come out, if you have one available. And if you get the sorry, then you cancel one of the other rolled dice. In other words, if you roll 2 blues and a sorry, you only get to take 1 blue. You don't get to take 2 blues. And however many tokens are left after 3 rolls is what you save. So it'll make more sense as I roll to play. All right. So I am not going to use the dice tower for this. I'm just going to roll right on the mat. And we've got 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 green. So easy enough. Roll them again. Come on, rainbow. 2 yellows and a slide. So I'm going to take 2 yellows, but then I'm going to cancel one of them because it goes back. It's restored from here. Roll number 3. Oh, I got the rainbow. So I get to take 1 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a red and a blue. So I save 2, 4, $6. So $6 will be going into this game. Let me get out the envelope. And we'll go to number 10. I don't think I've got enough to put. No, I don't. So a 5 and a 1 goes in. We'll set that aside. We put all these tokens to the side. They may come back depending on what we roll. And we'll bring out the D12 and we will roll again. Number 2. All right, so number 2, we are back to left, center, right, I believe. Yes, left, center, right. All right. So let's get left, center, right back out. Right over here. And the dice tower, whoops, this doesn't stand up as well as I'd like it to. But, all right. So there's the dice. We're going to start with 3 tokens. Everything else goes to the boneyard. And here we go. All right, so game's over. All 3 go to the center. That is extremely unusual. It's like rolling a bunco. So set these to the side. Over in 1 roll, whereas last time we used every token in the box. So that's the volatility of it. But that's kind of why I like it. You never know what you're going to end up with. So left, center, right, which is number 2, gets $3. And I know that I can consolidate here. So I'm going to take out a 2 and put in a 5. Okay. And we'll bring out the D12 and we'll see where we go next. Number 2, again, goodness. All right. So I'm kind of going to institute a house rule, I think, that I don't play a game more than 3 times, because this is already the 3rd playing, and I'd like to do some other games. So I'll set that aside, bring out 3 tokens again, and we'll see what happens this time. Maybe we'll get more than 1 roll. Let's see. Okay. So 1 to the center, 1 to the right, and then we get 1 token over here. This is kind of what happened last time. I thought it was going to be a short game, and we ended up using all the tokens. So 1 comes out, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. So now we're down to 1 token, but we get 3 more. Yep. Next roll. Take another 1, 1 to the center, 1 to the right. Take 1 out, 1 to the left, 1 to the center. Take 2 out, and 1 goes to the left. Take 2 out, and 1 goes to the right. Take 1 out, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. 2 out, 1 to the right. 3 more. So it's looking like we're going to empty the bone pile this time, which is good, I guess. 2 to the left and 1 out. So there's only 3 more left in the bone pile. I've got about 6 or 7 in front of me. 1 more from the bone pile and 2 to the left. Left is getting close to finishing. 1 to this. Oops, that was on a dot. 1 to the center and 2 from the bone pile. Okay, so those no longer count because the bone pile's empty. 1 to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the left gets 1 more. That's going to end the game. And there it is. So the left got 10. I'm going to call it there, and I'm going to save $10. So I will move all of these over here. And I'm not going to play this game again this week just because it's come up 3 times on the D12. If we roll a 2 again, we will just re-roll. Set these aside. Bring out the D12. Number 1. Okay, so number 1, that will be for the 12 face cards. That, again, that's the 3rd time, so I'm not going to play that again after this one for this week. And this was $10. So 5, oops, 10. I tried to get it in the envelope and I missed. So $10 going in. And for the 3rd and final time this week, I will bring out the deck of cards and the scratch-offs. Again, I'm just going to give it a quick shuffle. Not as much variety this week as I would have thought or liked, but now that I've played these both twice, we'll get to something else. All right, cut the deck, and let's see. King of Clubs again. I didn't hide that as well as I thought, but that's okay. I don't mind. So King of Clubs, again, is the last one. Roll the D12, and we got number 12, and that is available. So let's see what's under here. $8 this time. Okay. So there we go. Put that over here, and put these away. Maybe we'll see those again next week. We'll see. And $8 goes in, oops, too far. Number 1. So 5, 7, 8. I'm down to my last 5, so, but I've got plenty of 2s and 1s. Again, I really miscalculated on which dollar bills I would need or which denominations I would need. So, okay. So that's in there. So we're not doing number 1 or number 2. And we're not doing number 12 because that's Loteria that we already did. Oops. Oh, goodness. Okay. Number 5. And let's see where number 5 takes us. Number 5 is, oh dear. Okay, so number 5, this is another one that I do only once a week, and this is the 2025. So this is saving $20. And I've got to see if I have 20. I'm pretty sure that I do, but it's probably going to eat up most of what's left. So there's 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep. So that leaves me with about $6. So we've got another roll left in us. If I go over, that's okay. I'll just transfer more money. So I'm going to actually set this aside and grab out a 20 because otherwise I'm just going to exchange it later. So there's the 20. I'll color this in. Grab a pen here. This challenge it's available in Etsy, but it's not something that I sell on its own. This is actually a freebie giveaway with any physical products purchased while supplies last. I bought 100 of these, and I've probably got about half of them left. Once they're gone, they won't be reprinted. I will do one for next year when December rolls around, but not for this year. And this purple is not wanting to adhere. I don't know why. It did fine on the letterbox, which is printed on the same quality paper, but we'll let that dry before I put it back in, I think. Okay. Blow on it, shake it, all the things, all the memes. So I'll just set that aside for now. I'll put this in the envelope, and I'll wait to put that back in. So we're on number 5. And we'll bring out the D12 probably for the last time, and we'll see where it takes us. Number 8. And number 8, I think, is Quicks. And that one could be costly, so we'll see here. 9, 8. Yep, 8 is Quicks. So if you've never played Quicks before, it's a lot like Shut the Box, except you roll 3 dice, and you get 2 white dice and 1 colored die, depending on the row that you're on. So we're on the blue row, and you can see I saved 12, I saved 4, I saved 8. So it's volatile, but again, that's why we like it. So I'm going to get out a pen and probably a board, and I'll need the dice tower for this as well. So we're going to take out the Quicks dice. We'll set aside the D12. So I'm using the blue and the 2 whites. The other 3 colored dice go back in the bag. And let's see how we do. So the rule is that you have to use the blue die plus the 2 colored die, or rather the 2 white dice, or I will allow myself to pair up the white dice as well. But when you have a combination pair like this, you really can only make 2 moves at the most. So this is good. I'm getting to knock out the 12 and the 11. We'll roll again. So we've got 7 and 9. So good. All the big numbers are going. Now I could knock out the 4, and in fact I will, because it's pretty hard to roll a 4. Let's see what we get here. So we've got 9 and we've got 5. The rule is that and also 6. And the rule is that you can keep rolling as long as you can knock out at least 1 number. If you can't knock out any numbers, you're done. So it's a strategic gamble here. So I'm taking out the 5 because I'm going to leave the 6 in because a 6 is easier to roll than a 5. Okay. Oh, perfect. So we've got Snake Eyes. And I can also take out that 7, but 7 is easy to roll. Oh, actually, the 7's already gone. So I could take out the 6, but again, that's easy to roll. I've got the 3, the 6, and the 8 left, and the 10. So I'm just going to roll these again. So I've got 3, 4, and 5. So I can take out the 3. That's all I can do there. And that's why you want to leave some of these more common numbers open, because if you get a roll where that's the only move you can make, you don't want the game to end. You want to be able to roll again. Okay, so now I know that's game over, because 2, 3, and 4 are all gone. All right, so I've got 10, 8, and 6 left. 10 plus 8 is 18, plus 6 is 24. If it's more than 20, I add those two together, so 2 plus 4 is 6, and that's going to be perfect because that is going to eat up all 6 of these dollars that I have left, so exactly $100 saved this week. I am incredibly happy about that. Let me put these dice away here real quick. I'm going to put the $6 into the Quicks envelope along with the score pad. I just use the ones that you get with the game. They're double-sided, so they last for 8 plays, and that's I think a fantastic deal. So 7, 8, $6 going in. I will come back and consolidate it later along with the scorecard. And that's all the money that I have to save for the week. So that's it for another episode of Ready Budget Game. I hope you had as much fun watching as I did playing. If you're interested in either the Zodiac or General Greenback Savings Challenge books, those are available in my Etsy shop, as is the Face Cards game and several other games. A link to my Etsy shop is down in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, hit the like button, and leave me a comment down below. Until I see you again next time, take care.